Good morning. Look who. First to arrive on the overnight camera, it's Teeny, followed by JJ. Howie then shows up. It's great to see that he is actually using that front right paw at the moment. After he's gone, it's Jimmy. Now, Jimmy always seems to follow Howie or Ringo on these videos. And next we have Jimmy here to the left and Teeny. Howie then comes back again. And he was around for quite some time. Next we have ChipChip and then somebody else poking their head round the wall, but who, I can't quite see. It could be Teeny, I'm just not certain. Next to arrive, it's Daphne. Now I can't quite tell who this is. It's not JJ, but Teeny then comes over. Yeah, I really don't know who this other fox is. ChipChip then comes back again. And here we have JJ as well. Then we have Jimmy and Teeny. And JJ and Jimmy. JJ then walks along the wall, and that was all that we got on the overnight camera, but there was still food left this morning. JJ. Come on then, my boy. Nice and early again. Just a van was moving next door, so he went and hid beside the car, and here he is now. Oh, he hasn't gone for all the sandwich first. He's having a mixture of both. Bit of sandwich, bit of chicken. Good boy, aren't you? Wonder how long it'll take before Teeny arrives. Well done, mate. One tiny little bit of cooked chicken I can see there. Yep, you found it. Well done. Oh, Teeny's out in the road. Well done, mate. Well done. Teeny. Right, there is Teeny. Sure he'll be back in a moment. So Teeny has come back. There was 2 or 3 cars and people walking past, so he hid. But he's soon back, aren't you, mate? You're looking darker tonight. You're changing colour, mate. You're a good boy. Yes, you are. Get you a piece of chicken as well, shall we? Ready? We'll just put that there. You don't have to take it yet. No, there's another car coming. Teeny hasn't come back as yet, so I'm now going to go in and get myself something to eat. Hopefully I'll capture him on the bottom camera if he turns up whilst I'm in the kitchen. So for my evening meal, I'm having chicken and bacon pasta with some plum tomatoes, or baby plum tomatoes, and some bread and butter. Wasn't feeling brilliant earlier on, wasn't hungry, so I didn't eat anything. So now I'm not going to have anything too heavy. Hopefully I'll be back to normal tomorrow. Here comes Jimmy. The dog's barking behind me, but that doesn't faze him. Good boy. It's hard to see tonight because we've got the van parked out there. That'll be there all night. Just going to give you a couple of pieces of chicken, alright? There's one. It's right, it's me. 2. It was just me, mate, I think. Didn't hear anything outside. No, he's going to go. Howie was next to arrive, and I was really shocked to see him this early. But looking at his coat, he looks a little bit sparse in places. So I went out and put 2 pieces of sandwich out there with mange treatment in for him. And he did eat one of them, so at least he had something, which was good. I was watching the camera like a hawk as I didn't want any of the others to eat it, and he didn't eat that last piece, but nobody else had come. And then, you're never going to get over this next part, Ringo shows up. And Ringo ate the second piece of sandwich, so both Howie and Ringo have had half a dose each of mange treatment, so fingers crossed it'll help both of them. At least having something rather than nothing has got to do something, but I will try again. Hopefully both of them will turn up early again. Just very unusual to see both of them this early, but I was so happy over this, especially after trying to get Ringo and get some mange treatment into him. Even though he had that head stroke face injury, he's still got a cute little face, bless his heart, and the injury has healed so well. He was around for ages eating, but then we see that on the overnight camera, he's there for a long time. But at least we know he's had a good meal inside him again. He does make me laugh. He grabs a piece of the chicken, or a chicken neck, goes to take it, and then he drops it on the ground and goes back to eating from the tray. So I think he's put it there for a quick getaway that he can grab and run. Looking at what he does, I think he just likes to move the food around. So he grabs that chicken neck, and then he goes over towards the other tray in a moment, and he dumps it on the ground, and then continues on that other tray. He grabs a couple more chicken necks and then comes back to the one that he dumped on the ground, comes over to see if he can get anything else, which I don't think he's going to be able to. He then takes the chicken necks back over to the other tray and dumps them on the ground again, picks them up, dumps them again, and then goes and sees what he can get from the other tray. This time he's got a mouthful of chicken necks. And once he's got all the chicken necks in one place, he gets them all in his mouth. Sees if he can pick that egg up, but he can't, and then decides to leave. Howie's then back again. He grabs a piece of chicken and runs, but is soon back again. It was just so lovely to see both of those so early. And it's lovely here to see him actually using that paw to walk from one tray to the other without actually limping on it. He then comes back over to the other tray, eats a little bit from that tray before actually leaving. But it's lovely to see his face rather than his rear end all the time, or on the overnight camera. So JJ has come back. Do you want some chicken? There's not a lot left on that tray now because both Howie and Ringo have been, which is brilliant. I've managed to get some mange treatment in both of them. Come and have a piece of chicken then, my boy. Well, at least we know Howie and Ringo have had a good feast tonight. Good boy. You don't want that, do you? Do you want a treat then? Should we get you a dog treat? How are you going to take the chicken? Why do you carry it like that? Oh, you are a funny boy, aren't you? Well done, mate. So tonight we've seen JJ, Teeny, Jimmy, Ringo and Howie. And both Ringo and Howie have had some mange medication. As I said earlier, Howie's tail looks a little bit mangy, so at least they've both had some medication, not the full dose each, but they've had half a dose each, so that's better than nothing. So fingers crossed we'll start seeing some sort of an improvement, and hopefully they'll do this again come early. So yeah, fingers crossed. Anyway, I'm calling it a night now. I will see you all tomorrow, so for now you take care. I'll see you all very soon.